Thank you for joining us this Saturday morning, the first Saturday in the month of June. The first half of the year is gradually winding up, and we are in the last month in the first half now. And I hope that the year has been an interesting one for you. At least all you have planned to achieve, you will have been able to take stock now and see how far you have gone with them. Once again, good morning. I am Niyi Omotenshi. Welcome you to Dynamic Diet on the Nigerian Television Authority Channel Nta Akure, the Dynamic Station. Of course, I'm not here alone this morning. I am with my uh, co-presenter who has always been ever willing and ready to at least make your Saturday morning a delightsome one.
Yeah, thank you. It's good to have you join us today on Dynamic Diet. And like my colleague said, I hope you've not forgotten all your dreams, all your hopes and aspirations for the year. As the year, as you know, is into two now. We have 6 months to go. Keeping up, don't give up, and let that dream come alive. And of course, it's going to get better. My name is Folasha Defamakinwa.
And this morning we have lots of at least activities lined up for you on this program. We are in a season now where so many things are happening and people are getting worried. Things that are not according to the way we plan them are happening in terms of security. So, and that's what we're going to look at in our Weekly Mirror segment today. But before we go into the Weekly Mirror segment, we will also be giving you a report on the security situations around us.
Yeah, so we'll not forgetting we'll also be having the entertainment segment on a lighter mood. Yes, the tension is on the air and everything, but we have to keep being happy. So we'll go for the entertainment segments and not forgetting the sports segments. Sport brings us together, and that is what we have for you on Dynamic Diet.
And of course, the sports segment will be the final segment on the program. But before then, let's quickly go on this break as we bring you a short report on security situation and what people say about their security.
A visit to some schools within the Akure metropolis revealed heightened security measures aimed at ensuring the safety of pupils and staff. School authorities have strengthened visitor screening, restricted access to school premises, and maintained regular communication with parents and security agencies. School administrators said the measures are designed to provide a secure learning environment and reassure parents of the safety of their children.
There's a fence around the school. There's a gate, and here you cannot enter the school until you fill a form. Having CCTV in schools is very, very necessary.
We have been sensitizing the pupils, telling them that they should be careful of strangers. And
within the school hours, no parent can come here to carry students away without seeing the authority first.
At one of the schools visited, some concerned parents were seen gathered outside the premises following the circulation of rumors alleging planned attacks on schools in Akure by suspected bandits.
I'm inside my room when my sister come and call me that they say bandit is outside, that everybody is speaking his children. I just wear my clothes.
When I open gate, no carry our children. Then say no. Say it's secure.
I'm in the shop when I had the rumor. I had to rush down. I said I'll be here till 2. So when they open up this place, I feel my child home.
Reacting, the Commissioner for Education in the state, Professor Igbekele Ajibefun, has assured parents, guardians, and residents that schools across the state remain safe and secure.
The students who come to school every day, there is no cause for alarm. We have security forces around. We have the military, we have the police, we have the Amoteco, we have the NSCDC. So all our schools are safe.
Authorities urged members of the public to disregard unverified reports capable of causing panic and to rely only on information from credible sources while remaining vigilant and security conscious.
The prestigious NTA Television College, widely recognized for its professionalism and excellence in media training, has achieved another significant milestone. In addition to its existing affiliation with Ahmadu Bello University Zaria for the award of a degree in mass communication, the college has now received official approval from the National Board for Technical Education (NBTE) to commence National Diploma (ND) programs in mass communication and multimedia. Additional programs are also in progress. Admission requirements: a minimum of 5 O-level credit passes in relevant subjects. For National Diploma ND programs, minimum JAMB admissible score of 100. For degree programs, recommended JAM score of 180 and above. This is a great opportunity to become part of the college's growing legacy in media and broadcast education. For more information,
visit our website at www.ntatvc.edu.ng or call these following numbers: 0803-838-4343, 0806-980-9897. Announcer Management.
the prestigious NTA television.
Thank you very much for staying with us on this program. And like I told you before, we went on that short break, that we are going to be discussing security in our weekly mirror segment of this program this morning. And of course, to discuss with us this morning is not other person than the Police Public Relations Officer of the Ondo State Command. He is Mr. Abayomi Chimo. You're welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you for having me.
It's good to have you here, sir.
Thank you.
Right. You saw that report, and it was a very issue in Ondo State. I think it was on Wednesday. The whole state was thrown into panic. Rumors flying around about bandits, although we know that the police had come out to debunk that rumor. Even the Ondo State government has also spoken about it, that it was just a rumor. But we are in a situation, we are in a season where there's tension everywhere. And every rumor in that regard tends to have an effect on the people. You are here now. What was your assessment of that situation that day? What really happened? Why such a panic in the whole state?
Oh, well, thank you for having me once again. On that very fateful day, we just got the reports that parents were withdrawing their words from their respective schools, and upon receiving that message, immediately the Commissioner of Police, CP Felix Oragu, PSC, MNI, PS, MS, PSP, ordered that the DPOs and tactical commanders should go and have on-the-spot assessment of what is happening. And prior to that time, we do not have any credible intelligence showing any imminent attack or breach of security in the state, including maybe the presence of the presence of bandits or invasion of any bandits in the state. So, as a follow-up to that report that we got, the DPOs in their various jurisdictions went to their schools, patrolled everywhere, and they saw that this act was even caused by misinformation, and that is why the command has always emphasized that we should all verify every information that we get. In fact, we should rely on only information that comes from verifiable sources, like from the security authorities. But thank God we were able to calm the whole situation, and the Ondo State Police Command assures the good people and residents of Ondo State, including parents and students, that they can go about their lawful activities, schooling activities. There is no security breach of any kind in Ondo State, and the command has dot its I's and crossed its T's, so we are not leaving any stone unturned.
Okay, so many citizens believe that criminals are operating with too much freedom in the forest and remote communities. How is the police and other agencies coming together to combat this menace in the society?
In Ondo State Police Command, like I've always said, we are very proactive when it comes to combating crimes and criminalities in the state. So this forest axis that you just mentioned, we have made robust deployment around that axis, and we have also enjoyed robust synergy with other security agencies like the Amotekuns, the local vigilantes, the forest guard. So we've been working assiduously to ensure that we take the fight to the criminals. So we have embarked on consistent bushcombing. We also have drone exercises that we are using to survey the bush, to ensure that these perpetrators of heinous crimes do not even come to the town at all, and we are pushing them. And we've had a couple of successes in recent times, and that is why Ondo State has remained very, very peaceful.
Sincerely, there's tension in the land. And even me, I will not lie, I'm a human being. My kids, my neighbors' children, they've not gone to school since that Wednesday. And I knew it was the first alarm, so I didn't go to pick my children like every other parent. But my daughter was traumatized. She was telling me that, Mommy, my friend told me that they kidnapped a 2 years old. You know, that thing is still in them. And every morning they will tell me to pray for them. So how are you partnering with maybe all these our local people to assure people that everything will be fine? You know, gone were the days they go around communities assuring them, even verbally. I know you are doing it on air now, you know, assuring people that things will be fine so that tension will calm down.
You know, aside the fact that we are taking the fight to the so-called criminals or perpetrators of crime, we have also embarked on consistent community engagement. Our DPOs and tactical team commanders have been charged by the Commissioner of Police, EP Felix Magu, that they should liaise with the religious leaders, liaise with community leaders, school owners, proprietors, that they should let them know that this information needs to be cascaded down to the people, that there is no imminent threat in Ondo State. People should be calm, and they should go about their lawful activities. So as it is, we have also embarked on outreaches, reaching out via the TV program like this one that we are doing now, radio programs as well, so that we can reach out to the larger populace to let them know that there shouldn't be any need for tensions. And for the mischief makers, the command has commenced investigations on those that are spreading false informations, and we have also let them know that it comes with grave consequences. So people should not just eat up the polity, should not just, because misinformation spells doom in the state. It cripples the economy. You can imagine the fears that was put in the mind of our people, where people even had to lock down their shops, and we cannot fold our hands and allow misinformation to run down the city. And that is why we have embarked on a series of activities to ensure that we calm everything.
But thank you for that last point you mentioned, because that's what I wanted to ask. You know, some people are behind this rumor.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to ask better. You have mentioned it in the passing that what is the police doing to ensure that those people that spread rumors, that create panic, you know, that Wednesday, if you happen to be in town, you know, I don't know, maybe by the virtue of your job, you might not have opportunity of coming to town that day. If you were in town, you will see how terrible it was. Even those that initially, like my colleague said, that she did not want to go and pick up. Even those that initially did not want to act, you know, they were forced to do something because they would seem like
when other parents are
irresponsible parents.
Yes, you get it.
So what is the police doing to ensure that those people that spread those rumors are actually investigated, caught, and you know, sometimes let us be sincere. Sometimes we may think it's just a mere rumor. We may not know how those people work. It may just be to test the ground, to really know who are behind this. What is their motive? How, you know, what is the police doing in that regard?
You know, I mentioned that investigation has commenced on that, and the command remains very committed to ensuring that we nip in crimes and criminalities, especially the spread of false information that is rampant these days. And I can confirm to you that we have arrested one person related to this false kidnap alarm that was raised in Ore some days ago. So the commander has commenced investigation on that too, and she's already assisting us with confessional statements. So that is one of it, and very soon you will see my press release rolled out on that, because we are not complacent at all. We are not complacent. We cannot fall down. Like I've always said, the Ondo State Police Command, we are capable, we are up to the task, and we will continue to do it.
Despite the arrests of some of these criminals, how are you trying to dismantle their network? You know they have network in all states.
In fact, for the look, recently I was getting from information, though I may not want to study, that even they have infiltrated even in our city, even the state capital. At some point, that some were seen, some were noted. And what are you doing to ensure that,
the network
dismantling the network, you know? Because they tend to group
they have informants on the streets. They have they have people they network with, even in other states. So apart from arresting them now, how do you try to dismantle their network?
When we talk of syndicate offenses, you first start from investigation. Once you get one, you do our further investigation that will lead to the arrest of other perpetrators of this crime. So, I like I mentioned in that incident. So investigation has commenced. She has given us credible information that is assisting us to further dismantle the syndicate. So we are already on top of it, and we are doing our due diligence when it comes to that.
Sincerely, if the police, you are doing a great job, and I know that if you want to work, you will do your work thoroughly, because that's of Oyo State. I heard they even caught a student that was using a phone of someone that was kidnapped. One guy was wearing a tracksuit of one of the people that was kidnapped. So I don't know how you are working with other people in the community to give you information without being scared. You understand? When you give information, at the end they will say, come and write statements in the station, and people will shy away from that.
This part of it that you mentioned is very historic. The Ondo State Police Command is not known for revealing confidential matters. And that is why we have always called on the good people and residents of Ondo State that they should continue to give us credible and actionable information. I can confirm to you that Ondo State people, they have been very marvelous. They've been working with us, and they have also known that security is a collective responsibility. So they've been assisting us, they've been giving us tip-offs that has always been helping us. And I will still emphasize by saying that confidentiality, we promise them 100% confidentiality. Once they come to us to give us, they should just ensure that these informations are credible and actionable. So we will work on them, and they will say it. So the Ondo State people, they've tested, trusted, and accepted Ondo State Police Command, and that is why they've been working with us, and we have been achieving these successes we have.
Well, the major issue at hand, I still refer back to last Wednesday, that was chaotic in Akure particularly. Now, even from then, I learned of some schools that declared compulsory holiday for their children. Yes, I don't want to be mentioning them. I don't want
Some people even gave themselves.
Yeah, I don't want to play schools that even declared it as a school. Don't come to school again until next week. Then, when I was discussing with somebody, I said, now, you have declared holiday till next week. What if by next week we hear another rumor? So does it mean we are going to keep our children perpetually at home? So what are you doing to reassure people, to ensure that at least everybody understands that we are on top of the game? It's not just by saying it. The people want evidence. They want to something that, truly, we know that the police is in charge.
No, aside going on media to do sensitizations for our people, the Commissioner of Police, CP Felix Owagu, has also charged all DPOs and the head of outposts that they should go to the schools in their premises, talk to the proprietors, talk to those that are in charge of these schools, both public and private, that they should understand that there is no imminent threat, that they should tell their children, their kids, their students that no imminent threat. They should just go about their lawful activities. So nobody should panic. The command, and in no time, the command has also scheduled a meeting with the Association of School Owners, the proprietors, the proprietors, and the state government has also been collaborating with us very well to ensure that this gospel is preached across board, that there is no threat in Ondo State. Everybody should go about their business.
Like I said, beyond telling people, we are in a very delicate situation. Though I know we are getting out of it very soon. People want something that somebody has just come to tell me, don't worry, sit down, do this, and he has gone away. What if something happens?
Yes, yes, I understand. I understand that, and aside telling people, making them understand, the command has also embarked on visibility policing. So we have our policemen that are visible. They go on routine patrols so that people will see the presence of our police. We also have the intelligence department who have been rolled out as well. So these ones are the mufti-wearing police officers. So they go to gather intelligence. They go to sniff out information from people, from flashpoints, so that we will have a very up-to-date intelligence at the disposal of the command.
Now, using your expertise as a police professional, like I have cautioned myself, one, that I will not put my phone on vibration. I do that a lot in case of information. so that I'll be on the top of my game. What will you tell people around, maybe people that work at nights? What should they do in the community? What should you watch out for?
Even school owners.
You know, I know of bike men that just come to pick people's children, and my children's school, they even stop, we will not enter anymore. So what will you tell people to watch out for?
Well, on that aspect, people just need to be vigilant, because the earlier we understand that security of lives and property is a collective responsibility, the better for us. So you just be vigilant, ensure that you know your environment very well. A police officer would not know your street or your house more than you do. So you know the people that are your nearest neighbor, you know those that you stay on the same street together. So ensure you understand your terrain, you understand your people that are with you. Once you see anything strange, call on the police officer. And that is why the command has also rolled out the telephone directories of all the DPOs and area commanders in your place. It is a good thing for every person to have the telephone direct contact of their DPOs, because those are the closest people to you. Those are the ones you can reach out to. So our people should just be vigilant. They should understand their environment. They should know their places, and that is the basic thing. Because once you see something strange, you see a strange vehicle, you will quickly put in place maybe precautionary tools to ensure that, okay, these people, just like last week, some persons called me, because I have my number all on social media everywhere. They called me that they saw strange people around their area, that they've not been seeing them before. I said, that's very good. Immediately, I called on the DPO, I called on tactical team, and they went there. These are the kind of informations we need from our people, because the police cannot do it all alone. And for the people in our society, in our communities as well, we have also urged them to initiate community vigilance group, because this vigilance group will help in assisting it will also assist police in nipping crimes and criminalities.
In fact, I was going to come to that vigilante group. These young able-bodied men, being your brother's keeper, in case something happens, like the Oyo, I read something yesterday that when it happened, group of people, even the forest guard, they ran after these men, and unfortunately some of them ran into, I think they planted something explosive on the floor, which hurt those people. Now, what will you tell people taking that impulsive action without contacting the police? What should they do in case of anything?
No, we have mentioned it that once you create or you establish any vigilance group, they should work hand in hand with the police authority.
Because they don't have all the.
You don't have the.
Yes, you don't have. Aside the necessary tools, they do not have all the knowledge, all the knowledge or the training. So they should work with the community groups, and most times I even take my time to discuss with them, to liaise with them. These are the ways you can go about it. These are the things you can. Some come to my office, and some have invited me to their community group meeting, which I oblige them. So we will go there, we give them security tips, we talk to them. So that has been the things we put in place in the command.
And on behalf, also let me say, to school owners or school administrators, you have to talk generally. What will you advise them? Because that's where the tension lies now.
And that's where the children spend most of their days.
So for the school administrators and owners, they should endeavor to have close relationship with the nearest police stations at their places. So they should have the contact directories of the DPOs and the PRO, the command. We have all our numbers on our social media platforms and everywhere. So once they see anything strange or anything that is very unusual to them, they should call on the police. We are just a phone dial away from them.
Now, let me take this one. I know that the police have been doing greatly in Ondo State over the years. But now, recently, we just had a change in leadership in Ondo State. And I know that not because anybody wants to take any glory, but the essence of change is at least so that we could bring in some new ideas, new ways of doing things. What are the innovations, the things that Ondo State Police Command has now to assure people that, with the arrival or with the resumption of a new sheriff in town, like the word.
There's a new sheriff in town.
Yes. So that there's a new sheriff in town. What are some of those things that we may likely see different from the way we have been seeing it before?
The new Commissioner of Police, CP Felix Owagu, PSC, MNI, PS, MS, PSP, is a seasoned police officer with over 3 years of experience in the force. And the CP is someone who knows the terrain very well here. In fact, I call his posting another homecoming for him, because this is where he started his policing career. So he has worked in Ileoluji, worked in or Kakoko, worked in fact, many places in Ondo State. And at some point, he was even in Ondo State as area commander or war. So for you to know that he knows the terrain very well. He's a seasoned professional, like I said. The CP is known for his open door policy, his accessibility, and his professionalism. And he has, upon his assumption of duty, he has assured the good people and residents of Ondo State that we will sustain the tempo and do better than they've known us. So, and you would also attest to, it is how it will be that the Ondo State Police, the CP of the Ondo State Police Command is also a very hardworking CP, and he's not an armchair CP. So once incident happens, he always like to go himself to see for himself so that he can have an on-the-spot assessment of every incident. So the people of Ondo State should be rest assured that they have another person who is as good and as better than the previous ones.
Okay, so as the insecurity is gradually affecting economy activities, education, and daily life, what message would you like to pass to the people of Ondo State, assuring them that you are working to make things better for them?
So I would like to assure the good people and residents of Ondo State that they should go about their lawful activities. The Ondo State Police Command has put in place every security measures to ensure that we do not have any breach of security. So we have our men deployed around critical places, public infrastructures, border communities. So we also have men that are on intelligence, that our intelligence operative, they've also been rolled out. They are amongst the Okada riders, motorcycle drivers, the sellers, traders. So they are almost everywhere that you may not see them. So they are there to gather intelligence for us. Our people should be rest assured. The Ondo State Police Command is capable, and we will tackle every issues as they come.
Like we always say, if you see something, say something.
You say something.
We'd like you to, can never overemphasize how they will communicate or get to you, maybe your website, phone number, how do people reach you?
Well, the people can always reach out to us on our social media platform, on X, on Facebook, Ondo State Police Command. It is always there. And if you would want to reach out to the PRO himself, my phone doesn't go off. Call me at the midnight, I will always speak. Call me any time of the day, I will always speak to you. And you can get me on 0813 001 4657. 0813 001 4657.
Well, thank you very much, PPRO, for gracing our program this morning. And I hope that when we invite you next, you oblige us.
Thank you for having me. Of course, I will always.
You don't even need to tell me that.
You are doing your job.
Yeah, thank you.
Because we are all doing it together to ensure that Ondo State is safer. Well, on that note, we are going to round up this segment of this program. But after now, the entertainment segment continues with Toluwanimi. Okay, please don't go away.